Deep inside the heart of continental Europe, buried beneath layers of precision-engineered airspace, a machine of extraordinary scale never pauses, never rests, and never forgives inefficiency. This is Frankfurt Airport, IATA code FRA, ICAO designation EDDF. And what unfolds here every single day defies the comprehension of anyone who has never witnessed it up close. Before the first pale light of dawn touches the Rhine Valley, the runways are already alive. The low, thunderous growl of turbofan engines reverberates across 2,300 hectares of controlled territory, an area so vast it is classified as Germany's largest single employment site, with over 80,000 people operating inside its perimeter. This is not just an airport, this is a sovereign ecosystem of aviation power. At its core, Frankfurt operates 4 runways, 3 aligned east to west and 1 cutting north to south, capable of processing a staggering 126 aircraft movements per hour. That is not 126 per day, not per shift, per hour. 1 aircraft every 28 seconds, authorized by tower controllers whose split-second decisions are the invisible architecture keeping 200 tons of aluminum and jet fuel from becoming catastrophe. And the numbers behind those decisions are almost incomprehensible. In 2025 alone, Frankfurt processed 63.2 million passengers, a population larger than the entire country of France, passing through a single German airport complex in 12 months. Aircraft movements climbed to 460,000 takeoffs and landings across the year, a 4.4% increase that signals not just recovery, but acceleration. This machine is not returning to form, it is evolving into something even more dominant. But passengers are only half the story. Beneath the gleaming departure halls and the chaos of the boarding gates, Frankfurt hides an entirely separate industrial spine, one that most travelers will never see and few analysts fully appreciate. Cargo City North and Cargo City South operate like parallel universes, running 24 hours a day, processing over 2.1 million metric tons of air freight and airmail annually. We are talking about pharmaceuticals shipped at ultra-cold temperatures to hospitals in 6 continents, live horses transported in specially pressurized stalls, 80 million ornamental fish passing through a single Lufthansa animal lounge in a single year, auto parts, semiconductors, fresh-cut flowers from Kenya landing at dawn and in the hands of florists by midday. Feeding this insatiable hunger for jet fuel is an underground infrastructure so ambitious it borders on science fiction. 60 kilometers of subterranean pipelines snake beneath the tarmac, delivering jet fuel directly to individual aircraft parking positions at a daily consumption rate of 15 million liters. The above-ground storage tanks, 10 of them, hold a combined 186 million liters, enough aviation fuel to fill 71 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Every Boeing 747-400 that docks here consumes 225,000 liters per full tank. Every Airbus A380 requires 320,000 liters. Multiply that across hundreds of daily wide-body operations, and the true scale of what Frankfurt manages begins to come into focus.
Now consider who controls this system. Fraport AG, the airport's operating authority, manages not just the terminals and runways, but an engineering apparatus of breathtaking complexity. The computerized baggage system alone processes millions of suitcases and freight containers through a network of high-speed conveyor belts and automated routing logic that rivals the sophistication of a military command and control platform. Delays that are visible at other airports are quietly absorbed here, swallowed by redundancy and precision planning built into every operational layer. 94 airlines call Frankfurt home or make it a regular waypoint. In 2025, those carriers connected FRA to 301 destinations across 96 countries. But the most critical metric, the one that no other airport on Earth can currently match, is hub connectivity. Frankfurt holds the global #1 position for the sheer volume of transfer connections it offers passengers on direct onward flights. This is not merely about size, it is about integration. Passengers who board a Boeing 747 at Frankfurt have typically transferred from between 60 and 80 different inbound feeder flights. The airport does not just handle traffic, it orchestrates it, weaving together intercontinental routes, regional services, and business aviation into a single synchronized web. And at the center of that web sits Lufthansa, the German national carrier, along with its subsidiaries Lufthansa CityLine, Lufthansa City Airlines, Discover Airlines, and Lufthansa Cargo, treats Frankfurt not as a hub, but as home. The airline operates its own exclusive first-class terminal here, a facility so private and so precisely engineered that most frequent flyers are not even aware it exists. Inside, Lufthansa's highest-tier passengers are escorted across the apron in dedicated limousines and boarded via private stairs, bypassing every checkpoint, every queue, and every second of friction that defines mass-market aviation. The airport's physical infrastructure matches the ambition of its operations. Two main passenger terminals, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, currently handle a combined capacity of 65 million passengers annually. Terminal 3, now under active construction, represents the next phase of expansion, designed to absorb the relentless growth that Frankfurt's geographic and commercial position makes inevitable. Germany sits at the dead center of European airspace. Any airline connecting North America to Asia, South America to the Middle East, or Africa to Northern Europe cannot rationally bypass it. Frankfurt's position is not chosen. It is dictated by geography, by economics, and by 80 years of aviation infrastructure investment. That history runs deep. The roots of Frankfurt as a commercial aviation gateway stretch back to the 1930s, when Deutsche Lufthansa operated its first scheduled services from German soil. Through reconstruction after the Second World War, through the jet age, through deregulation and globalization, through the catastrophic shock of the 2020 pandemic, when passenger volumes collapsed to their lowest levels since 1984, Frankfurt has survived and rebuilt every time. The 2020 crash saw 18.8 million passengers, a figure that represented almost total operational paralysis. By 2025, the airport had surged back to 63 million, powered by recovering leisure demand, resurgent long-haul routes to Thailand, the Middle East, and North America, and an infrastructure that never truly shut down, even in its darkest months. The airport's emergency and safety architecture operates at the same level of intensity as everything else here. The on-site fire department is legally required to reach any point on the airfield or apron within 3 minutes. Their fleet of heavy crash tenders carries roof-mounted water cannons capable of projecting foam and water more than 70 meters at a continuous rate of 5,300 liters per minute. On the ground, 2 of the world's first electrically powered aircraft tugs operate alongside conventional ground handling equipment. The Kalmar TBL 800, capable of pushing a fully loaded Airbus A380 weighing 600 metric tons using zero direct emissions. Frankfurt does not just process aviation traffic, it is engineering a new standard for how airports interact with the physical world.
The human scale of the airport is equally staggering. 80,000 employees from 114 countries report to this single location every day. It is not merely Germany's busiest airport, it is the largest single workplace in the entire country, a city-sized labor market contained within a perimeter fence, feeding the German economy with a locational advantage that Fraport CEO Dr. Stefan Schulte has publicly described as essential, but increasingly endangered by rising government-imposed fees that risk driving airline investment toward lower-cost alternatives in other parts of Europe. And yet, despite that warning, the traffic continues to grow. The busiest day of 2024 recorded 213,418 individual passengers moving through Frankfurt's terminals in a single 24-hour window. On the airport's all-time peak, June 30th, 2019, 241,228 people passed through FRA in a single day. That number will eventually be broken, perhaps by this summer, perhaps by the summer after. The trajectory is clear. What you are watching, whether from the window of an arriving Lufthansa A350, from the observation deck, or through the glass walls of a departure lounge, is the controlled detonation of organized human ambition at industrial scale, repeated every minute, every hour, every day, without pause, without compromise, and without margin for error. Frankfurt Airport is not simply the gateway to Germany. It is the pivot point of European aviation, the crossroads where East meets West, where commerce meets logistics, where the ancient Rhine Valley meets the future of global connectivity. And whether you are connecting through it, working inside it, or simply watching in disbelief as the next wide-body accelerates down runway 25C into the gray German sky, you are witnessing something rare, a machine that has earned its dominance and shows absolutely no sign of surrendering it. So, do you think any airport in Europe can realistically challenge Frankfurt's position in the next decade? Drop your answer in the comments and stay ready, because in our next video, we go deeper into the airports reshaping the world's aviation.